This is the 3D VIEW-MASTER cartoon favorite, Tweety and Sylvester. I taught a Puddy Ted. VIEW-MASTER Reel 1. Bad old Puddy Ted. Picture 1. Safe and snug in his little birdhouse, Tweety could sleep peacefully all day. His house was set on a 20-foot pole wrapped by very sharp barbed wire. Smart Tweety was taking no chances. He knew that bad old Puddy Ted would love to eat a Tweety pie meal. Picture 2. How right Tweety was. Sylvester had tried almost every trick he knew to reach his feathered little lunch. So far, all he'd done was run out of band-aids. Ouch! That barbed wire hurt. If only he had wings so he could fly like Tweety. Wait a minute, thought Sylvester. I don't have wings, but I do have nice big feet, and with the help of a trampoline, I could bounce up to the tasty little morsel. Picture 3. In no time at all, Sylvester had a mini trampoline set up. He tried a practice bounce. Spring! Wow, I'm gaining altitude, he exclaimed as he soared 10 feet into the air. 2 more thrusts of his powerful paws, and Sylvester was staring right at Tweety. What a delicious sight! He could almost taste his lunch now. Picture 4. All the noise from building the trampoline and bouncing woke poor Tweety. He blinked as Sylvester's wicked face flashed in front of him. Ooh, I thought a Puddy Ted, cried Tweety. The Puddy Ted face disappeared for a moment and then it appeared again. Picture 5. I did tea a Puddy Ted, said Tweety as he quickly went into action. He was ready for this kind of emergency. Hanging on the wall was a big glass box with the words, "Break in case of Puddy Dead," written above it. Tweety broke through and grabbed the weapon inside. He was just in time. Sylvester bounced back up, and this time he reached for Tweety. As the claws came closer, Tweety pushed a handle on his weapon, and a big boxing glove slammed right into a surprised Sylvester's face. Pow! Take that, you bad old Puddy Ted, Tweety scolded a swollen-nosed Sylvester. Picture 6. Battered and bruised, Sylvester thought he'd try just one more idea. If he couldn't get to Tweety, he'd get Tweety to come to him. He painted his finger to look like a cute girl canary and tied a little bone on her. Then he made chirping bird sound effects to attract Tweety's attention. I thought a peep, Tweety whistled admiringly as he saw her. He flew down to her nest to meet this cute new chick. Sylvester's arm, hidden beneath, twitched with excitement. Dudeness, Tweety thought as he saw the sharp claw under the girl canary's head. Quickly he switched heads with the fake Tweety bird and dodged the menacing jaws. Sylvester bit his own finger. Picture 7. Yo! Howled Sylvester, dancing with pain. Did you hold your little hand? Asked Tweety innocently. Then he scolded. You got just what you deserved, bad old Puddy Ted. VIEW-MASTER Reel 2. Room and Bird. Picture 1. While on vacation, Granny made a reservation to stay at the luxurious Spinster Arms Hotel, famous for its care of senior ladies. She'd looked forward to this vacation for weeks. And of course, Granny brought Tweety Pie along to keep her company. As Granny and Tweety came to the hotel, they saw a big sign, "No pets allowed." Putting her head close to Tweety's, Granny said, "Don't you worry, Tweety. I'll get you in there." The two of them whispered together for a minute and thought up a foolproof plan to get Tweety in unnoticed. Tweety gave Granny a saucy little wink as they got ready to smuggle him in. This was fun. Picture 2. Meanwhile, not very far away, another Granny and her pet cat, Sylvester, were also coming to spend a vacation at the Spinster Arms. That awful sign. The second Granny leaned down to her pet and conspiringly said, "Don't worry, Sylvester, I'll get you in." Sylvester and his Granny thought up another good scheme for sneaking him in. Picture 3. A puzzled lobby guard glanced up as Tweety's Granny, wearing a bird-cage-sized bustle, bustled quickly by. Something wasn't right. He thought about it, but couldn't put his finger on what it was. Then the second Granny, wearing a villain for stole by the guard. Again something didn't seem right. What was it? Picture 4. After settling into their room, Tweety's Granny went out to enjoy some shopping. Alone in the room, Tweety swung heavily back and forth on the trapeze in his cage, singing to himself a special song. "I'm a tweed little bird in a gilded cage. Tweety's my name and I don't know my age." Next door, Sylvester heard the cheerful chirping. "Dinner music," thought Sylvester. "Fresh Tweeties on the menu, and the dining room just happens to be right next door. How convenient." Picture 5. Sly Sylvester sent Tweety a note from an admirer to trick Tweety into letting him get inside the room. Flattered Tweety, expecting a fan, used his cage as an elevator to reach the floor. Picture 6. Bottom floor. "All Tweety's out," Tweety exclaimed as he saw Sylvester leap onto the cage. Even Tweety's weight made a difference. The spring above the cage catapulted Sylvester into the ceiling. Oof! The cage slammed into his stomach. Now Sylvester didn't feel very hungry, although he still heard birds singing. Sylvester was knocked out. Picture 7. Tweety dragged the unconscious cat from his room. "Gracious, I'll lose more fans this way," exclaimed Tweety. "Come on, Puddy, Tat. It's past my dinner time and I'm hungry. Let's go eat." VIEW-MASTER Reel 3. Tom Cat. Picture 1. Traveling west in a wagon, pioneers Tweety and Granny kept their spirits up by singing. Tweety strummed his banjo as he and Granny sang a loud verse of "Oh Susanna." High above them on a cliff, Indian warrior Tom Cat signaled his tribe and the chase was on. Picture 2. "Yip, yip, yip, woo, woo," yelled the Indians as they closed in on the unprotected wagon. "Heavens to Betsy, Indians," cried Granny. "I taught a Puddy that," cried Tweety in amazement as their wagon rolled toward a nearby fort. Arrows whizzed by them as they bounced through the gate just in time. The Indians were only a few feet behind. Picture 3. A fierce battle began as the Indians surrounded the fort. Spunky Granny shot at them from the wall. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indians, Tweety sang as he chalked up Granny's score. You're doing great, Granny, he encouraged. Picture 4. Suddenly, a paw reached over the wall and grabbed him. Help, Granny, yelled Tweety. Granny turned to see her Tweety in Tom-Tom's grasp. Goodness gracious, Tweety, she exclaimed instantly, ramming a mallet into Tom-Tom's head. Freed, Tweety cheered. At a girl, Granny, and the battle resumed. Picture 5. Granny and Tweety were getting tired of all this fighting. They decided on a plan to end it fast. Tweety jumped up on Granny's head. Then Granny threw an Indian blanket over them, leaving just Tweety's head exposed. Tweety became a big Indian. How, said Tweety. Me Chief Blackfeet. Show Tom-Tom secret way into fort. Tweety led the Indians to a deep, dark tunnel just outside the fort. Soon Indians started creeping single file down the tunnel. Sitting Bull, you got a match? Asked Tom-Tom before following the tribe into the tunnel. Here you go, Geronimo, replied Tweety innocently as he handed him a match. Picture 6. Following the tunnel to the end, Tom-Tom poked his head into a pitch-black room. He lit the match to see. Kegs of gunpowder, dynamite and other explosives filled the room. Flame leaped into the explosives as Tom-Tom realized they were in a powder magazine. Picture 7. Bang! Pow! Boom! It was like the 4th of July. The sky lit up as the fort blew apart and the Indians were flying everywhere. Safely out of the way, Tweety watched the show. He put up an umbrella to protect his little head as he exclaimed, Oh my goodness, it's raining Puddy tats. Tee! We want to add new videos every day, so please subscribe to our channel.
And if you had fun, thumbs up.